show yet.
This is our best show yet. It's Rock and Bears week 1, 3, 13. Lucky number 13. We're both in black.
Time out! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. My birthday's on Saturday. For tuning in, leave me a comment below wishing me happy birthday.
Or send him an Amazon present. You cheap people. Okay.
I'll link my Venmo below. Send me cash.
All right, there you go.
All right. The first game on Gobble Gobble Day. The Bears going to see the Lions. The Lions minus 9.5 now. Bears 2 disappointing losses back to back. Lions, the favorite to win the Super Bowl right now. I think they'll prove that in this game, Rock. What do you think?
Now, this is what I think. Everybody knows that the Lions are pretty darn good, right? How many people have actually seen them? I mean,
I've seen everything.
when have they really been focused like the Cowboys used to be? Sunday nights, Thursday nights. Detroit's going to show the world that they're going to win this game by 25 points.
I agree. I mean, unless something drastic happens, they're poised and positioned to really put down Caleb. Their defense does the job. They're good at takeaways. They're not good at shutting down big plays, but they'll turn the ball over, positive turnovers in their possession to make this game at least a 2-touchdown victory.
Okay, let's go.
Moving on.
Bet it.
New York Football. I'm down.
I'm down.
New
too.
York Football Giants going to see the Dallas Cowboys. Cooper Rush and Cooper we trust. What a great game. What an amazing fourth quarter. Special teams, back-to-back returns for touchdowns from a 90-plus yarder and then an onside kick return for touchdown.
I'm Jonesing. I'm on the way to Minnesota.
and DeVito, the backup quarterback, actually has a sore forearm. Will play,
Whoa.
but not 100%.
No, I got to try these first two. And the third game is what, Matt?
Okay, so I guess Dallas is going to win.
Dallas is going to win.
Let's just slow down a little bit, all right?
Okay, cool.
All right, the third game, Dolphins going to Green Bay. Green Bay minus 3 at Lambeau. Coming off a big win last week, scored a bunch of points. Miami, also a big win, really smoking New England. But this game has me thinking, is Miami hot or is Green Bay it at home, Rock? What do you think?
Well, here's what I think. I think that Miami is one of those teams on a roll. Now, you got to say, well, do you go to the cold climate? Now, you've got Mozart's back, you've got H.M., and you've got Waddle, and you've got
Hill. You got John Smith. They have everybody.
Too many tools.
They're healthy.
Why are the Packers even favorite? I took Miami outright. Take them. And on Keith's pool, only 4% have Miami. Are you freaking kidding me?
I agree. I think Green Bay, the reason they're a favorite is Josh Jacobs in the running game. Yes, Miami has HN, they have Raheem Mostert, but those guys combined haven't been having the kind of season that Josh Jacobs has had. He's really been the difference maker for them. I like Miami, but I think this game's going to come down to clock management and turnovers, and all it takes is Tua to have one big sack, and his bell's rung, and he's out. So that's too many concerns for me. That's why I think Green Bay's going to win this game at Lambeau in the
Not so fast. One final question.
All right, let's go.
The way Tua gets rid of the ball in 1.5 seconds.
He has to.
No, he just doesn't want to get it.
He can't afford to.
But he's not going to. 0 sacks.
Okay.
The fish are going to swim out of Green Bay. Okay, go.
Well,
boy.
see, I disagree.
Go,
but moving
go,
on
go.
to
Let's go.
Black Friday. Las Vegas, a 13-point underdog to Kansas City. Now, the Lions moved from 10.5 or 11, I think. Kansas City, Pacheco's back. Big, they have 2 lethal running backs. And I really think they want to make a statement after last week, losing to Buffalo. Rock, what do you think?
Well, they're going to win. The 13, Kansas City hasn't beat anybody by more than 7 or 8 points. Vegas covers, won't take them because I like Mahomes, but certainly Kansas City's going to win the game. There's no doubt about that. They're not at home. They're overseas somewhere, but who cares? Next game.
Is it overseas?
Yes.
You're certain?
No.
I don't think it is. I think it's just on Black Friday on Amazon.
It's on Peacock only, by the way.
It's on Amazon.
It is not.
All right, doesn't matter. I think Kansas City's going to win by 10. I think they'll win this game, but covered 13 points. They haven't had that statement game yet. And Las Vegas defense, Max Crosby, these guys are rivals. They're rivals,
Yep.
So it's going to be closer than 13
All right,
points.
here we go.
The Chargers going to Atlanta. Chargers, J.K. Dobbins will not be playing, their lead running back. Going to Atlanta, who's coming off of a bye week, I believe. Kind of scary, but Los Angeles Chargers are a favorite on the road. Rock, what do you think?
Well, they were on a roll until they lost, okay? Mm-hmm. And they lost pretty convincingly. Atlanta's got Kirk Cousins. They're healthy. They're at home. Atlanta wins this game, period. It's only a 1-point line, so screw it. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I think without Dobbins, Atlanta wins this game. You know, like you said, Atlanta's healthy.
Right.
Gus Edwards is a good back, but I mean, I don't know. Los Angeles, they might be the hungrier dog. Atlanta's feeling pretty comfortable, but the Buccaneers are simping at their heels. So I'm actually going to go Chargers on a hunch.
Oh my!
Moving on, Seattle Seahawks beaten San Francisco last week. Back at quarterback, say what you will, but the New York Football Jets, Aaron Rodgers, is he done? Is he hung it up?
He's done.
I think so. I think Seattle wins this game. Rock, what do you think?
Oh yeah. Even though it's one of those old theory, coast to coast, this and that, nobody really knows how good the Seattle coach is. He's not like Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was a pretty good coach, but they got their two wideouts.
This is his first year.
They got their running backs.
He's the youngest coach in the NFL.
And their defense at times has looked terrible against the pass. Guess who's not throwing the ball well? Aaron Rodgers. Seattle wins by 6.
All right, moving on. Indianapolis Colts going to New England. This game kind of a head scratch. Colts, you know, they beat up on the Jets, but then they kind of got beat up on by the Lions. You know, 7-point line. They lost by 20 points. Rock, flip the coin. What do you think?
Well, John Taylor and Anthony Richardson, even though they're on the road, New England's played a little bit better, but Indy wins this one.
I agree. I think Indy wins this game convincingly. They want to make a statement. They're embarrassed after last week, expecting to play the Lions close. They're going to run Richardson more and really let him win the game with his feet on the ground and pass when he has to. It's going to be a run-first offense. I like the under 42, and I like New England to lose by 10 points.
Here comes a good game.
Arizona Cardinals, Minnesota. Minnesota 9-2, I believe they are. They haven't really been playing. Yeah, they're one game back from the Lions.
Wow.
9-2. NFC North is tough. Arizona Cardinals, they're hit or miss. I think this week's a miss, Rock. What do you think?
On the road again. On the road again. I'm going to go with the land of 10,000 lakes, and you guys should all know who that
I think
is.
it's 1,000 lakes.
I think it's 10,000.
That's a lot of lakes. Anyway, I agree. I think
All right,
Vikings are going to
All right.
stroll away with this.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson, bounce back game. He got shut down last week against the Bears,
Yep.
and he's going to show up for 100-plus yards.
Yep.
Houston Texans, Nico Collins looking back in full force. No Stephon Diggs, but I think they have the tools, but they don't have the poise. They played so close against Titans. They lost the game after coming out hot. Jacksonville playing for who knows what. Houston wins and covers. Rock, what do you think?
Well, the cover in the 6 with on the road.
I have it at 4 now.
Oh, wow.
I'm down to 4. -4 for
All right.
Houston.
Well, regardless, if you said, okay, who's got the best chance of being a dog, it would be Jack's at home. But I'll still take Houston.
I think why the line might have changed, and maybe Trevor's back. I don't have all the information for who's playing. If Trevor's back, it's close. If not, I think Houston's going to figure out a way to win this game by 2 touchdowns.
All right, here comes a big surprise. Take it away.
Tennessee going to see Washington. Washington off a thriller playing against Dallas. You know, as a big 10-point favorite, losing outright. Tennessee holding their own. Will Levis played a good game. They got the job done. Tony Pollard looked in form.
Yep.
Tennessee plus 5.5.
Too many. Wash is going to win the game. It's going to be that field goal with 15 seconds left. Wash, after losing, and didn't they just get beat by Philly also?
Yes.
Wash has lost 2 in a row.
Yep.
So I've got Knicks at 10-1 for Rookie of the Year. Go Denver! All right, let's go. Come on.
I think Washington won this game by a touchdown. Barely cover. A last minute touchdown. A field goal. A field goal. Maybe, I don't know, but I'll say a touchdown cover.
No, yeah.
All right, interdivision. Pittsburgh going to see Cincinnati. Cincinnati a favorite. The worst team in their division is a favorite against the best team in their division. Has me saying, what's going on? Joe Burrow?
Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Cincinnati Burrow wins this game at home. Pittsburgh has been they've got their one receiver. They use a tight end every now and then. They got Najee, but since he's been embarrassed all year, and they're just, in my opinion, they're sick of it. Since he wins outright.
Surprisingly, with their record, as of last week, there might be some stat changes, but Joe Burrow was the number 1 touchdown interception ratio, and Jamar Chase was the leading receiver in touchdowns, but with 4 wins. That's been getting glazed over. I think they're going to show up. Pittsburgh's defense has been good, but if their offense can't get a touchdown, you can't keep up with Cincinnati.
Exactly.
Cincinnati wins and covers at home.
Exactly. One of my favorite picks, by the way.
All right, the Rams going to see New Orleans. Rams shown glimpses, but haven't really had the season they hoped for. New Orleans, 2 good games in a row.
Oh, when the
The
Saints
Saints are marching.
come marching in, they're at home.
They're a dog at home.
They're at home. How stupid is that? A dog at home. Spare me. I got a big check mark next to New over here for I only bet like $1.
No, I disagree. I think this is a statement game for Rams. They're going to travel well. It's an afternoon game. I think this is a 10-point win for the Rams. They're going to win and cover easily.
Okay, think what you like.
Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, they're ready. Kieran Williams is firing.
They are. They have a lot of talent.
And Matt Stafford's getting the ball around. We'll see if New Orleans gets a lot of pressure on Matt, then he's going to be a little nervous, but I think he wins this game.
Who had the nicest spiral last week that I was talking about?
Me.
No. Beautiful spiral.
Moving on. Tampa Bay going to see Carolina. Carolina playing well against Kansas City. Are they going to keep up momentum? 5.5-point dog at home. Tampa Bay made a big statement last week, really showing up that they're back after the bye on momentum. I think Tampa Bay rides that momentum under the W.
And they've got to win because New Orleans is there, Carolina's not. I'm taking Tampa Bay, even though Carolina's get 5.5. Baker can put the points up. So let's go.
Baker.
I'll be baking turkey all day tomorrow.
All right, the biggest game of Sunday afternoon. Philly, Baltimore, Battle of the Birds. Baltimore, -3 at home. Both these guys, running backs, are the number 1 and number 2 running back in the NFL. 51 points, a lot of points. Under. We'll see. I think this game's going to be defensively struggle.
You got Henry and you got Barkley, okay? Mm-hmm. And both coaches are not like the Rams or the guys that like to throw the ball downfield. Although Philly has been passing better. Mm-hmm. They've been passing better.
A.J. Brown, big game.
And they're getting... the thing is, they got their division locked up. Baltimore doesn't. So... I like Philly. I think they're going to win.
Washington's 2 games back. They're not. I don't say it's locked up.
Well, I still am going to have to take Baltimore at home, giving up 2.5. What does your line say?
I got it at 3 now.
Ooh.
I think Baltimore is the hungrier dog in this fight. It comes down to the wire, and I think a 3-point might be a push. Baltimore wins in a field goal. Justin Tucker, though, hasn't been the same kicker. Boink. He's been Mr. Boink this season.
Just the last 3 games, I think.
No, he lost his place as the most efficient kicker in the NFL to that guy, the Peanut Pecorino or whatever his name is.
Had you quit last year, you'd be going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, exactly. Now we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, now he's a 1 percentage point back. Boink, boink. Right. Baltimore wins, and it's a push. 3 points. San Francisco, 7-point dog. Both at Buffalo on Sunday night.
Both quarterback fumbles. I go Sunday night because we're both taking Baltimore. Barely, right?
We're on the next game.
I know we are. Go.
You said Baltimore. Buffalo?
Baltimore. We finished that game.
Yeah,
we both
we're on to the next game.
My fault. Excuse me. Go.
San Francisco, 7-point dog to Buffalo. Like I said, Buffalo at home on Sunday night. 7 points. Rock, what do you think?
They're relying on Jim Kelly. Trick Bay is also playing. 7 points is a lot.
Jim Kelly coming out of the grave to play.
I'm going to take San Francisco if I had to with the 7, but there's no reason Buffalo shouldn't win.
Buffalo off a bye. I think they're healthy. They're strong. San Francisco, backup quarterback. It depends on Brock comes back, and still he hasn't had the best season. And moving on to Monday night.
All right.
Cleveland, Denver. Cleveland had a big win in the snow on Thursday night. Denver squeaked past Las Vegas. Even though they've had some three wins in a row, or 3 good games in a row, 2 of those being wins. Do they have what it takes to beat Cleveland, who's on a little bit of a hot streak?
Okay, there's this song called "I Got My Mojo Working." That's written by Sean Payton. I'm sorry, Denver wins by 10.
All right, I agree. Denver wins and covers. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy birthday to me. I hope everyone has a nice gobble and enjoys their weekend. Signing off.